अस्सलाम वालेकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स। आज का हमारा लेक्चर 15 जो कि है सोशल नेटवर्किंग और एथिक्स के बारे में। आज के लेक्चर की आउटलाइन कुछ इस तरह है कि फर्स्ट जो है उसका इंट्रोडक्शन है, सेकंड द गुड द बैड एंड द अगली, थर्ड हाउ टू प्रोटेक्ट योर सेल्फ, अपने आप को कैसे बचाना है, एंड हाउ टू प्रोटेक्ट योर चिल्ड्रन। अच्छा जी, तो क्या सोशल नेटवर्किंग है? क्या सोशल नेटवर्किंग ऐसा है जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल इंटरनेट हम देख लें। Different machines are connected with each other. One is at in one part of the globe and the other is in the other part of the globe. They may be in the same building, same city, same country, same continent, or they can be in different cities, different continent, different locations, etc. And they are connected with each other through wires or some medium. It can be a wired medium or it can be a wireless medium. Similar is the case with the social networks, that people are connected with each other, people to people contact, and this is through some social networking websites, say Facebook, where we are connected to different people from different parts of the globe and we share our personal information, pictures, videos, etc. So it can be, relation can be a friendship or co-working or have work with information exchange. It can be for time pass, or it can be professional or non-professional. It can be of different type. So this is in fact called a social network, people connected through some relationship, and that's how we define a social network. Other thing we can talk about is uh, the internet. Let's take it like this, that the internet supports research in two different ways, as a tool for finding and assessing people, material, search engines, online surveys, etc., or as a location for meeting and interacting with people and groups, for example forums, user groups, chat rooms, news groups, etc. But this distinction is not so clear with social media. Users no longer fit neatly into categories. Tools are increasingly being built into social networking sites. The line between tool and location is blurring. So what to do? Excuse me. So how we define social media? Mm, where should you post your status? Do you want anyone to actually see it? If you say yes, you can write you are in a bar, right? If you say no, then it's a Google plus. Uh, Now, if you say your status is you are in a bar, if you don't want to see people, your status, is it business? What's the reason why you don't want people? Or would it be awkward to explain to someone what you were doing there? Or if it's not a business, is it personal? Would it be awkward to explain it to your parents or family? And if it's a yes, then don't post it, right? If it's a no, are you addicted to likes? uh-huh. You like, you post your status that many people should like your status. If it's a yes, then it's a Facebook, and if it's a no, it's a Twitter. So it's quite logical and it's quite difficult to comprehend. And what are the ethical issues in social media research? Researchers venturing into social media need to pay particular attention to the following issues. The first is recruitment, second is privacy, confidentiality, the third is consent, age verification, documentation. And then is the data sharing. It can be data storage as well. Terms of service, end user license agreements. So if we are recruiting via social networks, so traditional participant recruitment is generally push based. Researchers know who they retargeting. Even with snowball sampling, participant groups are controlled. uh, Social media participant recruitment is generally pull based. Potential participants can discuss the invitation and tell others about it without any researcher control or influence. Response to particular invitation is interactive rather than static and can lead to unexpected outcomes. Subsequently, post may modify already posted information. And privacy in social media, is the space being researched seen as private by its user? Are they aware they are being observed? What is the researcher's role? Is everything what it seems? Are FredX and Mary Y really who they claim to be? And how often did FredX vote, comment, contribute? How do researchers ensure their participants really are anonymous? IP addresses are usually traceable. Tweets may contain identifiers. So on the internet, no one knows you're a cat or a dog or what you are. There is a consent in social networks as well. For adults, consent is relatively straightforward. Links from social networking sites to other more reliable sites solve most problems. So there are surveys, observable environments, portals. For the young people and children, no way of ensuring participants' age level of maturity. For example, uh, are all Facebook users really 18 plus? It's difficult to obtain parental consent. They and even harder to be sure who actually consented. So think carefully about whether some forms of research are worth doing via social media sites or not. Your data and social media sites. How secure are your data in a social networking site? Can you depend on privacy reliability claims from a social networking service? Foreign government access to your data. So there are different things that we can look into. There is a national cyber alert system which is Web 2.0. The examples include Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, blog, video sharing sites, podcasts. So they are for different things. For example, Facebook is free access social and internet websites, and for Twitter you can only write a status or a blog for 140 characters or less than that. Video sharing sites, we have YouTube, Dailymotion, Flickr, etc. There is a podcast, audio broadcast that can be downloaded. Now what we have is the good, the bad and the ugly. What does this mean? The good, the bad and the ugly. The good is what we have. The good is we networking, communicating, reconnecting with old friends, keeping up with family, business, marketing and profession, entertaining and fun. These are the good of social networking websites. We are we are connected together. We update our status. Everybody knows about us. We upload the pictures of a wedding or a party or whatever it is. We can connect to our old friends from school, college, work, and the place we lived, and we are keeping up with the family. It's good for business marketing and it's good for promotion. The example is Facebook or Twitter. A lot of, we can say, on there are online stores on Facebook where you can buy different things. Let's take an example for the good. The shooting rampage in 2007 in Virginia Tech. So the campus After shooting Rampage in 2007, campus in lockdown mode, phone lines jammed, websites were overloaded, students, faculty, staff used MySpace and Facebook to get in touch with family and friends outside traditional channels. So it was also used to send condolences, share memories, and gain closure. So this is something good about the social networking websites. What is the bad and the ugly about is personal information could get in the wrong hands. Phishing scams, viruses, and spyware may spread through social networks. Once you posted something, others can copy it, or it may exist in cache, so that even if you delete it, it may still exist and is out of your control. That's the bad about the social networking websites. This can happen to us as well. There are other things that can happen to us as well. There was a guy abducted in Karachi, and he met a guy online and they were talking to each other. Then he invited him, and in fact in the end he was abducted and they asked for a huge sum of amount. Anyways, the police, they then tracked down the criminals and they were held accountable. But anyway, they have been through pain, and that's the bad about the social networking websites. Other harms can there can be other things that can happen to you. We should be very careful when using social networking websites or allowing adults to use them. So other thing is antisocial. If you spend all time on the computer, no, it's an antisocial thing as well. All the time on the Facebook we see 3 4 guys sitting in the same room on the Facebook. So this is something antisocial. Internet provides sense of anonymity, and lack of physical contact may give false sense of security. That's very true. People may post information for friends to read, forgetting that others may see it as well. You know what we mean here. So there's an example. The case of a person asking for emergency money while impersonating a Facebook user to her friends. Uh, Also, the British MI6 chief that was exposed by his wife Facebook pictures. So that's these things can happen to you as well. There is nothing personal. No, there is very least privacy level when you it comes to the social networking website. There is something to look into and can be researched, and we can come up with some good suggestions about it. And also is something we can earn money from as well, because we can see as the Facebook has grown, the company went to the billions or trillions of dollars. So that's how things go. So here we it's something a different topic to talk about. Here we now will talk about how to protect yourself from all these things. So keep private information private. Do not post address, SSN, phone number, financial info, your schedule, birth date on the internet. Be careful not to display information used to answer security questions, for example favorite pairs, mother's maiden name, etc. On your bank accounts, they or for your email accounts, they say they ask you for the security questions, and you may lose your account and your important information. Use caution when you click links. You should use caution when you click links. Be careful about installing extras on your site. Be wary of unknown friends. Google yourself, don't blindly connect. Trust your gut instinct. Use and maintain antivirus software. Use strong passwords. Don't use the same password for a social networking site and for your email. There's something very important. We should be careful about this. Remember, social networking sites are a public resource, like a billboard in cyberspace. that's very the what we can call it is that's the very very um, like offensive thing in social network, that everything is public as offensive. um, Evaluate sites privacy settings. We should evaluate the privacy settings, which is a very time taking job. The privacy settings, reading the license agreement, license, etc. Lock down your profile information to people you accept as a friend. That way no one can read your personal information unless they are an approved friend. And last is be skeptical. Now is the how to protect your children. We this is very uh, im- very important information that we have, and we should use it in our daily life. These are the points that we should care about when using a social networking websites, and we should communicate to others as well. How about how to protect your children? It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are and who they are talking to online? Age limits on some social networking sites. There are age limits, but nobody knows whether there's no procedure to verify age. We can enter wrong age, date of birth, and we can sneak into the website, so we should be very careful. Facebook and MySpace open to people 13 and older. Twitter open to all. So these there are other things as well, that we should take care of. We should talk to our children about online safety. We should tell them to keep personal information private. We should explain them what personal information is, address, telephone number, schedule, what they do, what they don't do, date of birth, etc. And we should tell them not to share personal information of their family or their friends either. We should caution them about sharing information such as school names, sports teams, where they work, hang out, or other information that can be used to identify or locate them offline. So we should warn them to only be friends with people they actually know and are friendly with in real life. We should talk to them about bullying. We should remind them that once they post information online, just because they delete it, it might not be really gone, and it might happen somebody has copied it and has seen it, or they have take the note out of it. So they should be careful about it. We should warn them about dangers of flirting with strangers online. We should warn them about the abusive or unethical conversation over the internet. We should tell them to trust their gut if suspicious. So we should keep the computer in an open area like the kitchen or family room. The and we should also monitor when our kids they use the internet. It's not a good practice to put our kids to use the internet, but anyhow if they use it, should be it should be we should be sitting beside them, and we should be using. We should create them if they want to. If they know Facebook or MySpace profile, we should make them one, and we should be there in their friends lists as well. We should let our kids know that you are there. They should know the our father or mother or a brother or a sister is in our profile, and they are overseeing it. So we should teach them how to act as they socialize online, and also we should make a regular check on their profile, and we should check their privacy setting and review their list of friends who they are talking to and who are in the friends list. and we should make sure that their screen name doesn't say too much about them. It may be dangerous to use full name, age, or hometown. So that's these are the things we should be careful about, and they should be brought into our practical practice, because this is going to benefit us and others around as well. So students, this was the lecture for today, and we'll see you inshallah in the next lecture. If you have any questions, queries, or you don't understand anything, you should feel free to ask us questions either via email address provided, or you should post them in the MDB. All the best, and see you in the next lecture. That's all for now. Assalamu alaikum.